Hello everybody, welcome to another Zabbix video. This time I will talk about reporting and what kind of reporting is available out from the box without any third-party tools. And this time the reporting will not be related to like exporting to a PDF or preparing a CSV file and sending over email, like nothing like that. All the reports will be related to be kind of like generated on the fly inside the front-end layer. There is different sections, and I want to like highlight all of them and kind of like order in terms of usability. I mean like the usefulness. If it's the first ones will be like super useful, and then when going to the bottom layer, then they are less useful. Also, this tutorial can be used to find for issues in your Zabbix frontend, in your full infrastructure, because it will give so many tips to find the ugliness, what's not working in a very short time. You will be kind of like overwhelmed, and I would like to say that I will teach you how to open a can of worms, and then like the team will need probably to really investigate for each issue to improve and to solve the things. Okay, let's start. And this video will be also kind of like we can treat this as a like bookmarks. Like I will prepare a list of bookmarks, and this there is actually like a built-in functionality in Zabbix which is called like putting a URL on the host object, and we can take advantage of this. Like if your manager asks to create some reporting all in one place, then this bookmarking really will help us to kind of create a single button which we can click and then like choose which menu which report I'm interested right now. So in order for that menu to work, we need to create like a virtual host object. Let's do that right now. Create host, and I will call it like menu. Host group will be reports. Click, and that's done. Add, and now the first report I want to demonstrate is like inside the dashboard there is host online status. This is dashboard built by me. I will put a link in the video description like how you can build yourself, and I think this is the best value like if you have a very short time frame, like you need to improve your Zabbix in one day, really like make it better, then like look on this, because here we have active checks, passive checks, SNMP checks, and also the ping, like 4 categories. And most of the times when we choose to use any observability tool, like we care about availability, like if device is running 24/7. So that would be the first priority. Make sure your monitoring equipment can reach out all the endpoints, and if something is not pingable, if the SNMP polling is not working, then we need to like fix that as a first priority. Okay, so this is the dashboard. If you want to study how to make it, have a look in the video description, and it's having like the URL, and I will copy this URL. And before I copy, I show one interesting trick. Like when you change here, like let's put in another tab over here, we have the menu on the left side, and if you change one keyword, dashboard.print, it will look even nicer. I will click the enter, click. And now it's like it's a report without the menu. Like it looks even better than before, I would say. So excellent. We will use exactly this URL, like without the menu. Copy, and now in Zabbix there is a section scripts, and create new script, manual host action, and there is URL, and I will put the same URL over here. And let's call it something like show host online status. Okay, and the target will be limited to that virtual host object. Reports, click. So I'm creating like a menu button which will kind of bookmark the favorite dashboard. Okay, add, and let's put it over here. And how it looks in practice, at first we need to create here monitoring hosts. I will create also that, monitoring hosts. I will filter out that host object, which is menu. Enter. So this is my host object, and save this as a, we'll call it like reports. Save. And what we have here, now we have like when the manager calls like where is my report list, what you can tell over phone is like go to monitoring, hosts, click like find the host with the name menu and click on it. And what's good about this is like it will, if you give enough permissions to that host, like everyone can find the menu, and you can manage the bookmarks globally as an administrator architect. All the bookmarks are managed manually, and over phone, like you tell 3 clicks how to visit this section, and so they click on menu and click here on this menu, click, and it opens in new tab. Like what a nice thing! It's like I would say like quite a short path to like work with the real live data and start to look into direction to improve. Let's add more menus over here, and the next use case is working with the problem list. In Zabbix we have problems, and we have here a history tab, and behind the history tab there is also a time like option to filter out something, and there is interesting buttons if we pay closer attention, like this week, today, and what's usually like how the managers react from my point of view is like they work with the like previous week, previous month, yesterday, and there is a nice button previous week, which is already like clever enough to filter out everything which happened last week. Let's say the team meeting is always on Mondays and they want to look what kind of tasks we can do to improve. In Zabbix we can filter out previous week and see what kind of things the monitoring tool did find. So previous week, so it's filtering out, and here I will click back that button which is filter here. And like targeting a host group, problems about what, and I can filter out Linux servers, apply. So now this section already targets 2 conditions, previous week and Linux servers. For my taste, I really like to show tags, none here, because it saves a little bit screen space, and also like show timeline. Usually this checkbox is on. I like to put it off, and then like we can in the very moment like we click all these things as we like in the output, apply, like don't forget to click apply, and then like we can steal the URL over here, and let's copy. I will put the cursor, shift and end, and copy. And visiting that like central place where all the bookmarks happen, scripts, I can open this guy, clone, replace the URL, and name it like differently, show problems last week Linux servers. And the Linux servers condition is at the end. At this time, like we have group ID equals to. This is like the group for the Linux servers. If you want Windows servers different, like host group, then just change single digit or number, and it's done. One thing which is less documented, we have another argument which is like ampersand kiosk. I think it is documented, but not so well advertised. So ampersand kiosk equals 1, which will make even nicer page when the manager clicks on that bookmark. Add. So now we have 2 menu buttons. When we visit here monitoring hosts and click the menu, click, we have 2 options. And if I click the problems last week, click. Now like very nice way to work with the live data. I would say it's even nicer than in the Microsoft Excel. If you would export to the CSV, you need to do like 3 clicks to enable the pivot table. But here we can already sort by severity. Click, so information, click on severity again, disaster. If we want to rename by host object, click on the host object. If we want to like sort by problem title. So it's huge benefit, I would say, like sorting right now here on the fly. And the timestamps are already here are good. If I open my calendar, like right now I'm recording in the 15th of February. So I did select the last week, and last week is starting from the 3rd February till 9, and we see the date 2 is February 3. If I sort the other way around, then the latest problem comes from February 9. So it's a clear indication that it is like the URL is very strictly respecting that decision. I want to see everything which was in the last week. So we have like some time period, and there is, I think there was a filter available last month, last year. So depending on the need, I think it's a very nice tool. Okay, this is almost like everything which is beautiful and nice. From now on, I will give like 4 more examples which will really kind of disappoint you, in a sense that I will tell that where to find issues, but I will not guide you how to solve it. So you will need to work with your team and figure out yourself. And but it still, I would say, relates to the reporting quite a lot. So let's cover the first use case, data collection hosts. If we click the reset button and visit the items of any host, open the filter, what we can do is, like not everyone knows, is that we can delete this single condition, click, and I can switch like to show not supported items. So not supported item is the one which fails with the data collection, or the pre-processing fails, and it's like, something is not working. And so what's beautiful about this trick is, like, I'm filtering out absolutely everything in the infrastructure, and it depends also here on the user settings profile. There is a rows per page, like out from the box it's 50. I would really say let's go bigger, 500 or 5000. So it will show at least 500 rows here while we are asking Zabbix, their Zabbix software, give me all the data collectors or dependent items which fail. So selecting this not supported, apply, and now I have like a list to share with the team. Like these all guys, like there is a column of host object, what's the origin, which object is having problem, the item name, and then like one by one we click and stare at the error message, Google the error message, and think about ways how to fix it, improve it. At the worst case scenario, like disabling the item also is a very nice direction. If you know, like, okay, this item really does not give a value to my monitoring, then please disable it, because it will save like 1 or 2 CPU cycles for the proxy, for the central server, so it does not need to repeatedly fail every 1 minute because the pre-processing fails. Okay, so in one page, it's all the hosts you can fit in the configured in the user profile. I know the 5000 also works very well. So if you have 5000 unsupported items, this will be quite a journey. Don't try to fix in one day, in 1 week. It's like a have to think about like a strategy how to fix something, and find time to celebrate what's fixed already, and then like just improve every day. So this also, so to put in the reporting, we are selecting the URL, copy, and now visiting the global position where we manage those bookmarks, scripts, opening any random one, clone. I will replace the URL over here, and like all unsupported items. like data collection fails, pre-processing fails, like we can say wrong credentials, like so many reasons. Let's put also like this is my value, like to the I'm not help to solve the issue, but I know like the most popular reasons are like data collection fails, maybe because of wrong credentials or timeout, or wrong JSON path pre-processing, or wrong regex, or there is just not the input is not correct, like it cannot find the data point the pre-processing asks. Okay, add. So that we have the third button. I will not simulate right now. Let's cover another use case is like the LLD section can provide the same stuff when we open discovery. When we remove manually this guy and select discovery state not supported. So this is another trick to ask the infrastructure how many low-level discovery rules are failing to maintain its cycle, and apply, click, and voila. Here I'm in my instance I'm running some CSS applied. Like in your situation it will say the host name which is having the problem. In my situation I need to click here and I see the host name is this, hitting the cancel. And here you go again, like there is some error message why the LLD rule fails. So grabbing this, okay, let's try again, apply, and we have the URL, selecting the URL, copy to the clipboard, visiting that bookmark section, alerts, scripts, cloning this thing, clone, putting here, all unsupported LLD rules. Okay, add. Okay, two more to go, and then we are closing this class. And the next is unsupported triggers. The trigger fails to evaluate the logic, and most common example is if the user macro is not installed, or you did put the text inside the user macro. So now we are visiting the triggers section again, deleting the host filter and asking please show all the triggers which is in the state unknown, apply, and voila. Like here we see like Zabbix fails to really like do its task for some reason or another reason. Even if if the data collector fails, that's reason enough for trigger to not function. So it can be a good idea to visit the triggers once the data collectors are fixed, all the dependent items work flawlessly. And now, here one good reason, cannot evaluate expression because I have not supplied something for this macro value. Okay, copying this example also to the global bookmarks, copy, and scripts, click, clone, and apply, and all unsupported triggers. Add. Okay, and the last example is the old one, administration queue overview. Of course, queue overview, that's not like the shortest path to improve, but shortest path is queue details. Like if you seek where we can improve, like always open from all of these free, queue details will be the kind of like first, how to say, like it will really highlight the host name, which is like missing data for 7 days. And if your infrastructure kind of demands all the devices to run 24/7, then it's immediately like you can delegate this task to a team. If you see like days here in delay, that's like enough information to take action today, because it's like we clearly see Zabbix has not received something for a very long time. Okay. So one of the solutions here can be also disabling the host or deleting the host. Sometimes we just forgot to clean up the old objects, and yeah, that's one thing. Delete, disable, and if you still think it's supposed to be monitored, then fix the connection issue, and yeah. Okay, copying that thing, alerts, scripts, and clone, and putting the URL over here. Which hosts have not checked into monitoring lately, something like that. Okay, add. So this is my cheat sheet, like, and I would say 4 of them is like very kind of, you need to really pay time, and it's a time-consuming journey to like fix the triggers, LLD rules, the data collectors. Yeah, let's have a look how it looks like now. So we have a single host. Click the menu, and what happens if I click on support? Let's close the tabs. Click, unsupported items, and okay, we have the list. Like, we can scroll. Okay, if we click menu, unsupported LLD rules, okay, and we see the rules, nice. Click unsupported triggers, very nice, like no filtering over here. Yes, what else? Host online status, like the dashboard without the menu, very nice thing. So this is the priority one from my point of view. If you need to improve and remove the fire in one day, then this is the best value for the task. Menu, problems last week, click here. So it's filtering out a single Linux server, and this table is sortable by different columns except the duration. Okay, and the last example was that queue overview, click, and here we see. Okay, I will also put these bookmarks, if you don't want to copy from the URL, just see the video description. It will be here. Also, like the one thing, like from my point of view, this is quite a journey to fix those things and always improve. It's more like work with the mentality rather than like just fix it. So if you are a team lead, if you are manager, don't be don't be that that dude, and like introduce some sort of mechanism to motivate the team to celebrate the success. And one of the suggestions can be always look at the template level. Like, we see some of the hosts are failing too much, the items are unsupported, and you can kind of motivate the team, like, if you fix this template and make it 100% working on all the 10 or 100 hosts, like with 0 unsupported items, then let's have a pizza evening at the Friday or every day. So we have like a way to celebrate the fixing the issues. Otherwise, it is hard really to find the things, and yeah, very time consuming to fix. Okay, if you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.